you know, Hail Caesar, but, you know, fuck it. Pretty, yeah, it's a shame that they kind of defiled that whole, and also the whole, you know, that swastika sign, like that's a like when you revert that sign, it becomes something, a symbol in Hinduism, and like,
Access
oh my
granted.
god. But yeah, to quote Hitler, tell a big enough lie and people will believe you, and it's fairly obvious that whatever the assholes leading the United States are doing, they're doing a pretty fucking good job lying to the people and just deceiving the shit out of them. I mean, they sure ain't deceiving anybody in Europe. Like, we see this from a completely neutral perspective. Like, and when we hear that you're, you know, starting a war here, you know, we know, and that's why I'm kind of like, I've always had great respect for United Kingdom, but that's why I'm always getting a little sad when they support the US. Like, come on. I mean, the US might as well just change their name to Nazi US or neo-Nazi US or fucking Ku Klux Klan, KKK, United States of the KKK, or, you know, whatever. It's, I mean, I miss Russia. I miss Russia. When Russia was, you know, on the top of its game, that was good times. Because then you kind of had options, you know. Like, if you didn't like these assholes, you could always take these assholes, you know. If you wanted to, you know, if you had some secret information, you could always go to these guys or maybe these guys, and then you sell it to the one who's paying the most. But now it's like, meh. We have this global superpower, and they have bases all over the world, and they're like shooting down any politician that's saying anything against them. I mean, Sweden is a great example. The pussies, like, I'm confident. Like, I'm super confident. I'm like 120% sure that Americans could just send one ambassador to Stockholm and just say, yeah, we're invading you, give us complete control over everything you have, and we won't shoot you, we won't kill you. And the Swedes will, I guarantee you, the Swedes will be like, yeah, take the keys, here's the keys to my home, here's the keys to the Riksdagen, here's the keys to everything, and then they just like, give up. Not one shot is gonna be fired. Well, I mean, that is also because Swedes are pretty pussy today. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy how cowardice they've become. Like,
Jensen, I've been tracking your progress through the 3D layout. You're close to the funicular.
Any chance it's sitting there waiting for me?
Where would the fun be in that? You'll have to call it and wait. Oh, and Jensen, when you do, they're going to know where you are.
not only like the mentality in the people, but also the politicians we're not even gonna talk about, but the people. Like, it's insane. But I know why it is. It's because the government here and the whole how the justice system is structured. It really doesn't encourage civil courage. You know, it doesn't encourage at all people, you know, displaying civil courage, or civilians taking, you know, any responsibility or any action of their own. Because if they do, that's actually against the law. Like, if you see somebody getting raped and you run over and you start beating the guy who's raping the girl, you can go to jail for beating the guy. Yeah. Sweden is such a shit country today. It's crazy. Like, it peaked in the 90s, but now it's just hurling downwards. It's insane. Like, just the whole way that everything is structured. Like, don't get me wrong, Sweden is still like, what? It's one of the top 10 best countries in the world to live in, and it is. But, well, unless you don't, like, if you don't live here, if you don't see the shit, like, I guess the best way to explain what's happening to Sweden is that it's being taken over by a bureaucracy. I guess that really just sums it all up. bureaucracy is touching everything and everyone. Like, if you've broken a leg, you need to wait for like 3 hours to get medical help because they have to apparently call your doctor, and then he has to come down and help you. Like your doctor. They can't just take an ER surgeon or anything. They have to wait for your doctor. God. Wait, well, why am I talking about this? I mean, how the hell? Oh, right, the patriotic idiots in the United States thinking that every war is about freedom. No, it's not. And at this point, like, it feels like you've done such an amazing job to just reassure your somebody's drilling. God damn. To reassure your global power thing. Like, you just done a great job of making sure that your interests are covered, and you've just managed to instill this fear in people. Politicians in Sweden, they don't have any balls at all to say anything against the United States. France is the only one who actually had any balls, and when they did, everybody's like, France is... I mean, it feels like France is the only anti-Nazi nation in the world. Everybody else is just like, the US is gonna bomb a couple of Arabs. Let's bomb Arabs! Those greasy fucks, how dare they exist? Fuck them. Draw bombs. Are you Looks like they finally stopped drilling. Fuck sake. I mean, thank you. No. Never mind. I can't wait for them anymore. They've been drilling since the early morning. It's insane. They've been drilling for 4 hours in the exact same fucking spot. This exact same apartment, exact same hole. It's insane. But anyways, the point I was trying to make is that it's too late, people. It's too late to do anything now. We should, everybody should have done, taken responsibility and should have fucking told those corporate, greedy, capitalist cunts to stop fucking up the world in the name of money. They should have done that during the Vietnam fucking war. Well, when you were seeing that they were bombing huts and they were cutting off kids, children's legs, and they were raping women and cutting off their breasts and then shoving them all into a hole and then dropping a bunch of grenades inside. Shouldn't that have been a wake-up call that, holy shit, wars are a hideous, fucking horrible act that humans can do, activity that we can perform in itself, and coupled with that it's all done in the name of money. Come on. It should have, all of it should have ended during the Vietnam War. Every war should have ceased there and then. But it didn't, because, what can I say? Propaganda, indoctrination, laziness, cowardice, all very powerful tools in preventing people to taking action and just standing up for what's right. Now we have... I guess that you can never ever really just, stop war, but I don't know. I guess that maybe we're looking at this the wrong way. Maybe war is essential for the survival of the human race, as ironic as that sounds. Because just think about it. How many people are employed in and around war? Not only the soldiers and, the people, flying the jets and dropping bombs and, people driving the tanks and shooting down people and buildings and, all that. Not only those guys, but also the dudes around it. The politicians that encourage war, that say we should go to war, the manufacturers of planes, of ammunition, and even the dudes, you know, making the gear, the individual combat gear, the photojournalists, the war journalists, like everything. Like there's so much that war touches, and like it's gonna be end up like the scenario in Metal Gear Solid 4, where war is going to replace the oil, and like everything will be fueled by war, because war is self-sufficient. You can never be short of war or manpower. You can just keep on investing in war, and war will continue forever. War has changed. I don't know. Maybe it's all about, you know, the way we look at things. Maybe war isn't so bad. Maybe all those deaths, all those millions of people that have died, trillions of people that have died, have all been for a good cause. I mean, not only when it comes to the economical side of things, but also maybe when you think about, if we didn't have war, this world would be very overpopulated. Here they go again. Here they're starting. What? Oh, there you go. Like, how incompetent are these people? They've been drilling the same fucking spot for 6 hours. Would you shut up already? Fuck. But yeah, my point is that maybe it's too late. Maybe war isn't a bad thing. Maybe we should continue allowing the greedy fucks that are controlling the world, capitalist assholes, the dudes who make the money spin around. Maybe we should let them just stay in power. I mean, why revolt? Apparently, you know, it's not exactly... I mean, it's been working pretty well for the past, what, like 60 years, so why fix what isn't broken, right? And I mean, I doubt that we could do anything, because I mean, they control... When I say they, I mean the people in power, the people with... Not the politicians, I mean the people with the money to control everything. Like, they can just buy themselves an army. They can just tell any general to just start shooting us all if we start to revolt. I mean, we're fucked. We can't do anything against... I mean, it's past the point of no return. We're fucked. It should have all ended, like, in the Vietnam. When the Vietnam War was going on. The people should have just said, whoa, this is fucked up. This is all happening in the name of money. In the name of capitalism. I mean, don't get me wrong. War should have ended by the time that we realized that, you know, we are human beings who can reason, who can think logically, who can, you know, conclude shit. That's the time when war should have stopped. I mean, war is such a primitive activity, it's insane. Can't believe we're still engaged in war, it's crazy. You'd think by now we'd learn. But yeah, if I was in the